A bold new matchmaker. DiMera's secret plan to spark romance between Chad and Kat in Days of Our Lives. For longtime viewers of Days of Our Lives, the name DiMera has never been synonymous with benevolence. And yet, in the wake of his recent health scare, an ordeal that left him vulnerable, reflective, and, dare we say, more human, appears determined to show the world a reformed version of himself. But does Salem buy it? And more importantly, does his brother Chad? Let's unravel the latest spoilers and reveal what just might be the most unexpected twist in Salem's tangled web of love, DiMera playing Cupid. From bullets to brotherhood, Chad's loyalty sets the stage. It all began with a moment of crisis. After was shot, it wasn't an army of DiMera allies that stood by his hospital bed. No, it was Chad, his brother, his rival, his mirror in many ways. While their history is peppered with betrayals and bitterness, when life hung in the balance, Chad was there. He found bleeding and broken, rushed him to the hospital, and refused to leave his side. It's a gesture that didn't go unnoticed. Despite their complicated past, has always had a sense of honor, twisted as it may be, and now, he's seeking a way to repay Chad's unwavering loyalty. But being he isn't going to write a thank you note. Instead, he's hatching a plan. A romantic plan. And his target? The beautiful, enigmatic Kat Green. Kat Green, more than just a fundraising partner to those unfamiliar with her, Kat Green might appear to be just another charming newcomer with a passion for community events. But those paying closer attention will have noticed something far more intriguing, a growing bond between Kat and Chad. It started quietly, planning a hospital fundraiser together, sharing casual conversations over coffee. But behind those friendly smiles lies an undeniable chemistry. There's a gentleness in their connection, one that offers a rare sense of peace for Chad, whose heart has been battered by grief and loss. And Kat? She seems equally affected, her eyes lingering a bit longer, her laughter a touch softer when Chad is near. Yet, for reasons neither of them fully understands, they've kept their relationship in neutral. The bachelorette date auction, EJ's opening move. Enter the DiMera twist. During a charity event, Kat offers herself up for a bachelorette date, an innocent, public-spirited gesture. But then the unthinkable happens. EJ becomes the highest bidder. Not because he wants the date for himself, but because he sees an opportunity. At first glance, Chad is outraged. Why would EJ of all people bid on Kat? Is it a power play? Is he trying to interfere where he doesn't belong? Chad's protective instincts flare up, and so do his unspoken feelings. Suddenly, it's clear. Chad cares. More than he's let on. And EJ knows it. This is all part of EJ's plan, not to win Kat's heart, but to push Chad to confront his own. Rita Leslie and the Art of Deception. Of course, no DiMera plot would be complete without a few accomplices. This time, EJ turns to Rita Leslie, whose charm and resourcefulness make her the perfect partner in crime. Together, they begin preparing the most romantic night Kat could imagine. Complete with candles, soft music, and a dinner for two at the DiMera mansion. But here's the twist, EJ won't be the one waiting at the table. Instead, he feigns illness, just enough to concern Kat, and insists that Chad step in, just for the evening. She shouldn't waste a good dinner, he might say with a weak smile. And I trust you, brother. It's clever. It's manipulative. And it might just work. Love in the DiMera mansion, a night to remember. Imagine the scene. Kat arrives, expecting EJ, and instead finds Chad, nervous, hesitant, but more handsome than ever in the flickering candlelight. At first, confusion. Then understanding. Then something else, a glimmer of hope. There's wine. Laughter. Memories shared and fears confessed. For the first time, they drop their guards. Chad lets himself feel again, and Kat begins to believe in new beginnings. All of it orchestrated by EJ, pulling strings from the shadows, not to hurt, but to heal. But what's in it for EJ? Is EJ really acting selflessly? Or is there another layer to this game? Some fans suspect that helping Chad isn't just about gratitude, it's about guilt. After all, EJ's past is littered with questionable choices. Maybe, just maybe, he sees this as a chance to be someone better. Or perhaps he simply knows that if Chad finds happiness, it's a win for the family, and for himself. Either way, this twist is unlike anything Salem has seen before, EJ DiMera as matchmaker. What's next? A triangle, or a turning point? Spoilers hint at deeper complications to come. While this move could bring Chad and Kat closer, nothing in Salem is ever that simple. Feelings may be hurt. Secrets may surface. And Kat, who has her own mysterious past, might not be as open to manipulation as EJ thinks. There's talk of a potential triangle forming between EJ, Chad, and Kat, but for now, it seems EJ's intentions are genuinely pointed toward union rather than division. For viewers who followed these characters through heartbreak, betrayal, and loss, this new arc offers something fresh, a romance born not of passion, but of healing. Final thoughts, a DiMera with a heart? Days of Our Lives thrives on reinvention, and perhaps no character is better suited for reinvention than EJ DiMera. Once a villain, now a reluctant hero of sorts, EJ's decision to play Cupid for Chad and Kat might mark a turning point not just for them, but for himself. Could Salem be witnessing the dawn of a new EJ, one who puts love before leverage? Or is this just another calculated move in a much bigger game? One thing is certain, this storyline is just getting started, and the road to romance in Salem has never been more thrilling. Stay tuned, because if EJ has his way, Chad and Kat's story is about to begin, with a candle at dinner, a touch of deception, and a whole lot of heart. Next, Days of Our Lives drama deepens. Jada's heart heals as sparks fly with Shawn. Could trauma bring them together? In the topsy-turvy world of Days of Our Lives, where love can rise and fall in the span of an afternoon and heartbreak is practically a civic tradition, viewers have grown used to seeing characters swept up in whirlwind romances, only for them to come crashing down just as quickly. But then there's Jada Hunter, a woman who, despite the chaos around her, has kept her emotional cards close to her chest. And after weathering not one, but two disappointing romances with Eric and Rafe, her heart might finally be finding its rhythm again, with none other than Salem's wounded and often misunderstood cop, Shawn Brady. Let's rewind for a moment. Since her arrival in Salem, Jada has carved a path as a strong, intelligent, but often unlucky-in-love woman. Her time with Eric fizzled out, and her relationship with Rafe, once filled with promise, ended in confusion, heartbreak, and ultimately betrayal. And just when she thought she had put her heart back together, a night of unexpected vulnerability with Shawn set the stage for something she hadn't anticipated, real emotional connection. Elia Cantu, the actress behind Jada, recently opened up about this emerging dynamic during an exclusive conversation with Soaps.com, revealing the behind-the-scenes truths and her hopes for what lies ahead between her character and Shawn. And if you think this is just another fleeting Salem fling, think again. This is a bond forged in fire, trauma, and the kind of emotional rawness that only two broken people can truly understand. Sometimes, it just happens like that, Cantu shared thoughtfully. You're in a place of vulnerability. You've been hurt. You're not looking for love, but then someone who gets it, who really gets it, sits next to you on the couch and offers you peace instead of pressure. Shawn Brady, reeling from the breakdown of his marriage to Belle and the emotional weight of nearly losing his father, found a safe place in Jada. And Jada, still scarred from the Rafe saga, found in Shawn a gentle companion who never asked for more than she was willing to give. The moment between them, just two souls sitting quietly, covered by nothing but a blanket and years of emotional scars, wasn't sexual. It wasn't even romantic. It was real. Of course, reality in Salem is never uncomplicated. When Jada discovered that Rafe wasn't who he said he was, a deception involving an imposter, her world collapsed, again. Even after trying to patch things up, their relationship couldn't recover. The moment she admitted the truth about her night with Shawn, Rafe's trust shattered. It sent him spiraling into another woman's arms, Sammy, no less, because he assumed Jada and Shawn were still entangled. But they weren't. At least not yet. Because despite what everyone assumed, Shawn was nothing but a friend in that moment, albeit one hiding feelings deeper than friendship. Feelings he thought he'd buried long ago. Feelings that started to bloom the moment Jada began helping him through one of the darkest periods in his life. Cantu was candid about the chemistry between the two characters. There's a real sense of familiarity between them. They've both been through so much, and they've both felt alone in those experiences. But when you put them together, something shifts. There's comfort there. There's laughter there. And that counts for something. She pointed to the now-beloved darts scene at the Brady pub as one of the highlights of her time filming with Brandon Beamer, who plays Shawn. It was such a playful moment. We were just rehearsing our lines, having fun, and it all just clicked. Those scenes are so important, they show another side of the characters. Not just the pain, but the possibility. And Brandon makes it so easy to tap into that. Could a relationship born from broken pieces actually be stronger than the ones that came before? That's the million-dollar question. Cantu certainly thinks so. It's always exciting when two people come together in a way the audience hasn't seen before. Jada and Shawn have never been paired romantically, so it feels fresh. But it also feels earned. They've both been through so much, and now, they get to see each other for who they really are. Of course, no budding Salem romance is without its complications. Jada still has emotional wounds from her split with Rafe, and Shawn isn't exactly living in a love triangle-free zone. His ex-wife Belle is entangled with DiMera, who, let's not forget, recently survived a shooting, and the possibility of Jada being involved in that shooting has cast a heavy shadow over her new relationship. For Shawn, navigating loyalty to his past while facing a potential future with Jada will not be easy. But if anyone knows how to live through drama and come out stronger, it's Jada Hunter. What's next for this potential couple? Will they tiptoe carefully into something real, or will old wounds and Salem-sized secrets tear them apart before they have a chance to try? Only time will tell. But if Elia Cantu's instincts, and the fans' growing excitement, are anything to go by, Jada and Shawn might just become one of Days of Our Lives' most compelling couples yet. Because in a town where secrets are currency and heartbreak is expected, sometimes the most powerful thing two people can do, is simply be honest with each other. Would you like a version of this as a video script too?